team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Washington. Young is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then it's Collins, and it's Sharich in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Lever is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Durant. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Wheeler in at the 5. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status. And Melton has continued to improve at a steady rate, which is something you'd like to see. He's a versatile combo guard who always plays hard.
Now, here's Lever. Nice move. And he overshot that one, missing. And Young kicks to Sharich. Misses the 3. Minnesota with the ball. Lever, the pass to Wheeler. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the three-pointer from John Collins. Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Sharich.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Young's shot is off.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. So the end of the season, Greg, is in sight now. Are players glad to see the finish line approaching?
I think it all depends on where you're at in the standings, Kevin. I mean, playoff-bound teams are eager to wrap things up, but those on the bubble probably wish they had more padding in their schedule.
Now, here is Young in the game against Chicago. He was very impressive.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Lever, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Shots good from Young.
And obviously a total team player. Sharich is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Pass to KD. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 5.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
A nice shot by Young.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Washington kicks to Sharich. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up?
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Shepard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Melton kicks to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From deep, Washington. Nailed from three-point land.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now here's Lever. Still yet to score. Pocket two. And it's Shepard missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Young against Lever. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Now beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. And here's Collins from outside. And Lever pulls it down.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
We know Towns is an excellent perimeter shooter, but I like seeing him assert himself inside, too.
Here's Washington. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, averages nearly 12 points a game. For Atlanta, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lever kicks to Maggette. The pass to Oden. It's deflected. Stolen by Collins. Here's Sharge. And then Sharge slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
1 second left.
Outstanding defense from the crafty guard Melton. So good at making his presence felt.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Hawks lead by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
They've got Robertson. Downs is out there with Oden. Then it's Maggette. And it's Lever in at point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Robertson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Beasley's checked in for Joe Harris. Lever from long range. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Robertson, good.
And really one of the best at working kind of that in-between area. He's got that high release point on his jumper, which makes it unblockable.
Now here's Beasley, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Outside Lever. To the paint, Odin. That fall. Great assist by Lever. Lever's got his 4th assist in this one. Pritchard passes to Okongwu. Fades away. That one goes in. Okongwu's now got his first points of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Robertson's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Washington. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Washington's got 8 points. Pass to Magetta. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. 17 points was their biggest margin. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Some changes for Minnesota. Siakam is checked in for Odin. Kevin Durant comes in for Maggette. And Anthony Edwards sub in for Robertson. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. KD passes to Towns. A wide open look for Durant. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Hawks leading by 15. Here's Collins. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by KD. Lever passes to Durant. Here's Siakam. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. 7 points for Siakam.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the 3 by Atlanta. And that one's good. Durant.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Trains the three-pointer. Beasley's got a pair of triples in the second now for Atlanta.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Towns. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. He on the clock. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Pritchard passes to Washington. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Lever. And Pritchard pulls it down. Beasley for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Beasley's got 9.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Down low. Pass to Pritchard for the 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Smart pass there by Beasley. He spots a guy with a better shot and doesn't hesitate to get him the ball.
A big-time effort for Malik Beasley, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll return shortly.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Zero intensity on D. They're letting shooters get whatever they want. That's why this team is getting whipped.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. When you don't put out the effort defensively, you're likely to get embarrassed.
And now, moving on, a look at the players of the week deserving of the recognition. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game and get himself open. You wish all the guys played at this level of intensity, Ernie.
Work ethic has certainly been the name of the game for him lately. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's getting it done is Malik Beasley.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Collins is out there with Johnson. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard position.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
A nice shot by Harris.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
On the wing, Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Edwards against Harris. And they'll get another chance. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Tries the spin move. Lever from long range.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Harris, good. Harris has got 7.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Minnesota calls timeout. He's checked in for Collins.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Durant. 12th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Now here's Edwards. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Count it. He's got 6.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
And Young kicks to Harris. Back to Young. The dish now to Bull. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Siakam. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies. And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other fellow announcers. It would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15, 20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Good on the triple. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he can answer with the best of them. Siakam stealing the thunder there.
Young passes to Johnson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Durant. He has 6. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim, watch out below.
Young dishes to Okongwu. The shot, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Lever passes to Siakam. And Bull sends it back. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
34, Carl Anthony Towns.
We've got 1:18 left in the third. Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Shot clock at 2. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Durant for 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Young for 3. And no good that time. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Lever taking his time here. Back to KD. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many 3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Minnesota has possession. Siakam is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Robertson. And it's Shepard in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Robertson. Count that bucket.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Here's Robertson. Following the 3 by Atlanta. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young finds Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Yeah, impressive shot there by Harris. He's in the league to make the hard shots, not just the open ones.
Towns, a screen on Bull. Here's Shepard. That one doesn't go. Good D by Johnson. It's Young on the wing. Edwards defending. Harris, good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Edwards. Towns looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Shepard, and stolen by Bull. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll start out on the road and play the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Saturday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now here's Edwards. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Posed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Here's Lever. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shots good from Young.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Durant for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 6th rebound on the night. Young finds Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Now here's Durant. That shot wide open. And that's 15 points for KD.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Young dishes to Okongwu. The pass to Bull. Over Siakam. Again, the Hawks score.
Not just a threat inside. Bull can stretch things out, too.
For 3, Edwards. Rebound by the Hawks. Harris kicks to Johnson. Back to Harris. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
In the corner, it's Harris. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here.
For the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up 1 more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And playing this team only twice on the year, yet you have to feel good about their strategy and execution. Tonight they complete the season series sweep against the Timberwolves.
Great defense from Bull, using that massive wingspan perfectly right there.
Long range from the inbound. Smooth sailing for Atlanta. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Young finds Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Outside Lever. KD looking around. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight, so how satisfying was this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Well, you all certainly did what you had to get this win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.